Alright, what's up guys, Mitch or Deity, and today's video is just going to be going over early game guild wars, what guilds are, the purpose of them, why they're so important. So guilds are like 90% of this game in my opinion. If you join the game and just join a random guild, you're probably not going to get the best out of the game. The game is a very heavily community-based game. So you want to try to find a guild with a Discord. If you don't do Discord, you're probably never going to find a good active guild that will let you enjoy the game to the fullest extent that it can be enjoyed. There is guild chat, but with just using guild chat, you lose a lot of interaction. You can't send pictures, you can't show certain gear to ask if this is good, you can't show certain builds on units. So guilds are insanely important. So we do have 5 guilds, 5 brand new guilds for newer players / players who just are in a bad guild that want an active guild that does things quote unquote correctly. So if you would like to join one of our guilds, we can make more. We might need more guild leaders if any of you are interested in leading a guild for us. But we currently have 20 plus players in each guild with 5 guilds. We're over 100 new players in the Discord, and the Discord has like 2,000 people. So if you have questions as a newer player, you can get them answered pretty quickly. And it's just a good way if you roll a good piece of gear, if you have a certain build and you want to figure out if that's a good build for that unit, you can post those pictures in there. So feel free to hop in there, and there's a guild recruitment channel. If you need a guild, go in there, post your name, and we'll get you into one of them immediately. And if you'd like to be a guild leader, just go and post in there and be like, I would be interested in that, and I'll talk to you and we'll get things set up. But for right now, I'm going to show all of the basic early guild things. So the first thing that you're going to want to do once you get into a guild is say your guild war defense. So like for my team right now, I am on a brand new account. I'm on day like 5. So ideally you would put your 3 strongest heroes on one team, so it'd be hard to beat, and then just throw whatever on team 2. You will not have the gear, you will not be able to make a good defense, and that's fine. Early game guild wars, you're going to lose a lot of them, does not matter. So treat the first like month of guild wars as a learning experience as you're building more and more units. So do not feel bad about your team losing. That's just going to happen. You don't have the gear, you don't have the unit selection. But my best advice is put your 3 best, strongest units on one side and just put garbage on the other side, so that there's a chance, you have a better chance of at least getting a draw. So that is the first advice I can do. Secondly, whenever you go when the war starts, I will put a couple clips in right here. But when a war starts, you're going to want to use all of your attacks no matter what, even if you know you're going to lose. So with doing these attacks, you can go into the fight, take your 3 strongest against what looks like their 3 weakest, so you can guarantee at least a draw. But the biggest thing to note is there is no penalty for losing the fight. So as long as you go in there and at least try and back out, say you lose both, that doesn't matter at all. Like, it's fine. You get more rewards just for trying, and your guild suffers no consequence for you losing, besides it, you might not win the war. But if you don't use your attack, then it's going to, not using your attack is the same as losing both, but it's worse because you get less rewards. So always go in and at least try. But if you would like to save your units, say you go in thinking you could win, but then something happens and you're going to lose your units and you're on your first attack out of your 3, you can go up to right hand corner and hit yield before your unit dies, and then you'll lose the fight, but you will save your units for the next fight. So that is a super big thing to note. And the second thing is don't be scared to attack. Everyone loses. So like if we go into my tower, I believe I'm in the middle, so I'll show it real quick. My last guild war, I attacked one of the last people to attack, so there were only stronger towers left. I only won 2 of all my attacks, and I've been playing the game for a long time. I have decent knowledge of it, but sometimes you just can't win, and that's a very normal thing as a new player. So do not get discouraged or anything. Just still go in and try, and you'll learn. You'll learn what units work, what doesn't, and it is what it is. Also, if you have a team and you want to ask questions, you can post a picture in the Discord and we can tell you, hey, yes, this probably will work. No, I would try this instead. And that'll be more for when you have more units built. But for early game, don't be scared to attack. That's losing. It's completely normal. Okay, so looking at this, I cannot beat Team 1. So Team 1 gets Raz. Team 2, I do not think I'm going to be able to win this in any way. Team 2 gets this. So bang, bang, bang. You go in. That's all you can do, guys. You can't. It's easy miss. Just ask him. Yeah, and they'll laugh at me like, ha. And then you go bop, bop. All right. Round 1 done. Raz didn't even die. Easy. Bang. Into the next fight. Now this one, he's not on gear. Okay, he doesn't have gear. There's a small chance we can win this. But see, that's all you need to do. You can lose, but at least we got a draw, so we got some points. But even if I would have lost this, if you're about to lose a unit, just back out. It doesn't matter. So secondly, the second most important thing I want to get into is requesting. You want to request Catalyst you don't want to request Catalyst, sorry. You do not want to request Catalyst, but you want to request aid every single day. The best thing you can do is this level, this like reddish color level of hunt materials of any kind, preferably wyvern claws, because mathematically this is the most beneficial for your entire guild, whereas requesting Catalyst is the least beneficial to your entire guild and actually kind of harmful to all players that give you a Catalyst if you don't give one back. So I know Catalyst, sometimes you need just one and you can't get any more that day. It's actually unlikely you can't get one more that day just by going and farming, but sometimes you want to rush it, and that's fine if you set up a Catalyst trade between 3 people, and that's something that you can do within a Discord and say, hey, I need this Catalyst, or there are 2 people that need something, I'll give you that. And then you'll do a 3-way trade, and that's easiest to set up within Discord, and we used to do that occasionally. But with all the new ways to get Catalyst, there's no point, really, in my opinion, to do that. But going into the math of this, so I put it up here. So you get X amount of points per donation per day. So hopefully this will make sense. If it doesn't make sense now, pull it back up later and it'll make more sense as you learn the game more. But the highest point value per day you can get as a collective guild is hunt materials. 3, you get 30 points per donation, and you can do up to 4 donations. So this has 0 of 8, and you can support 2. So that means you get 4 different people can get 30 points per one of these that are requested. So in total, that's 30 points per 4 donations. So 120 total points times 30 is 3,600 collectively per day that your guild as a total can earn. Whereas if you do greater runes, it's only 20 per 5, and you get 20 points at 5 different donations, which is only 100 total points. So you're already losing 600 collective points throughout your guild because you requested greater runes instead, which greater runes is still fine. It's not as bad. But then going down to Catalyst, you only can do 2 Catalysts per day. And when you do that, you basically are stealing 120 stamina from each person that gives you a Catalyst in that sense. So it's very inefficient for everybody involved in it besides the person requesting them. So it's a very, in my opinion, greedy thing to do. But some people don't know better, and that's understandable. But as you learn and do the math, it just comes out you only get 2,400 points per day if everyone were to request Catalyst and everyone actually donated. So you're already losing 1,200 total points. And the reason these points are so important, going back to the actual game, is the fact that you have the member shop. So you want to buy these Terra Phantasmas every month because that's a free 4-star that you can turn to a 5-star easily and make easier 6-star characters. 6-star characters are a big gate within the game. You're only going to be able to make maybe 1 a week. If you're trying reasonably hard, you can do multiple, obviously. But as passively playing, you'll only be able to do maybe 1 a week once you get to end game. So it's always going to be important to get this. The Gold Transmit Stone is okay to buy if you have extra of these, but right now there's a new artifact, Symbol of Unity, where this I think is the best place to put your Commander's Armbands, which this you get for doing World Boss, which you unlock at level 50, and you will be also getting these from Guild Wars, and I think those are the main 2 ways that you get them. Also for donations, you will get them as well from Proof of Courages. So when donating, one of the most important things, again, is to donate gold every single day. Even if you don't have gold, find a way to do it, because this is a huge progression gate thing, and I will explain that, and it goes in with the 8 as well. You want to donate gold even if you don't have it. You want these honor coins, because one of the biggest gated things within the entire game comes in right here, and it is going to be the artifact charms. Artifact charms, that's why you want to min-max Dragon Claws so your entire guild can maximize on the amount of this currency that you get, the Brave Crest. You want to maximize that so you can buy as many artifact charms as possible, because as you get further and further, you're going to need your Aureus artifact max, Adamant's max, you're going to want Moonlight Dreamblades max, you're going to want a lot of 4-star artifacts maxed out at plus 30, and it takes a lot of charms to get that high. So this is one of the most important things that a lot of this is where you can tell how good a player is. Usually is if they're not donating gold, they're usually stuck at like a middle game position and they don't really understand how important these extra things are within the game. So And by donating, you can keep up buffs permanently, which is obviously huge for everyone involved as well. But two most important things, in my opinion, for any new player, quick takeaway, make sure to donate gold every day, even if you're broke. You're going to have to suffer through it, because I can't stress how important this, even, it doesn't sound like that much because you only get 50 a day, but 50 a day over a month's period is a lot of artifact charms that's going to let you progress heavily. Secondly, Wyvern Claws. Request the highest one you can do until you can get to these ones. You can also request the golem materials and stuff like that, but you want the highest grade one that you can get, which is going to unlock once you get to Wyvern or Hunt 8 of each one. So just try to make sure you do those. And then what is most important to buy in the shop, I said Terran Phantasmas are always great. Make sure to buy the Molagora seed every single week, no matter what. Symbol of Unity, in my opinion, is one of the best artifacts, but Proof of Valor is pretty good too. Especially if you're trying to use like General Purgus, the front tank Wyvern 13. It can help out. It's just a really good artifact. Victoria's Flag's okay, but I would prioritize buying these two over those. But other than that, buying these catalysts every week are definitely worth it. And then buying these, in my opinion, once you get to late game, are definitely worth it. This one is worth it no matter what, but this one, maybe once you're really late game and have already bought these, I would definitely suggest buying these conversion gym chests. You will learn more about those later on. The Labyrinth Compass, I buy every single week, but then everything else, you should have a big surplus, and it's going to go into lesser artifact charms. The more of these you buy, the better your account's going to be. Artifacts are unbelievably important, and the higher level you get them, the better off you are. So that's actually all I have for this video. Like I said, if you would like to join one of our guilds, if you're in a guild that is requesting catalysts every day and you want to try to min-max and actually further progress your account, as you see, we've already got 20 of 22 members logged in here. And as we keep going, some players will drop off, I understand that, but we will flush them out for new players of you that watch this video that went in, and we will continue just to compound. And then later on, we'll make like the top guilds within this. So like this is Hestia 87. We're naming all of them after deities from different mythos, just something fun, since that is my username, but they're not revolved around me at all. These discords these guilds will hopefully maybe eventually form their own personal discords for the guild if everyone's active enough. But for right now, we're just trying to give people a place where they can actually enjoy Epic 7 to the fullest game that Epic 7 actually is. So hopefully this video helps some of you out and maybe put into perspective why some people say certain things as to different things with guilds. Biggest takeaways are request Wyvern Claws, donate gold every day even if you're broke. Thirdly, do your guild war attacks even if you're going to lose. Those three things, as long as you're doing those three things and every one of your guilds doing those three things, you're going to have a successful guild. So that's all I got. Discord link down in the description below, and I will see you guys all in the next video. Have a good day.